in the car. Well, I've been in the car, but I'm getting tired. I already pulled over, took a little nap. I'm still tired. Just cruising there. I think I'm about halfway there to the first stop. And I have another stop to make. That's where I'll go to sleep in the motorhome. I'm cruising through the forest right now. Tell you what. Through the hills and the lakes. All this shit. About 6 o'clock. You guys can see the terrain behind me. I'm tired. You gotta keep me awake. That's it, fuck it. I might as well do a video. Second Rockstar. Windy roads. Slow speeds. Slow speeds, I don't do good with slow speeds. It sucks for me, like, anything under 80 miles an hour is just a fucking sleep time, man. 80 and above, fucking ain't right. Well, I'm awake. Just can't go 80 in much places, you know? So, it doesn't work. We can go this fast. 70. Plus, there's fucking hella deer and elk out here. God damn, I don't have one of those motherfuckers. Gotta be on the watch out, deer alert. Gotta have the deer alert, you know what I'm saying? So, what are we going to talk about now? Let's talk about... tired. When I'm tired, I guess I don't have much to say. Give me a minute. See if I can think of something. We might just have some quiet time right now. Relocating's hard. Even though I hated that place, there's no money. It's so small of a place. There's no action, no new girls to meet. At least no new hot girls, you know. There's fucking girls with 3 different husbands that they've married and divorced and married and divorced and married. And they're their friends' husbands. Small town shit, you know. You're in a small fucking town. You have one husband for 10 years or whatever. Then you have another husband. And then maybe you're on your new one. But that husband was your friend's husband, and your husband is her husband now, right? That's a fucking weird thing. I didn't realize that in small towns, because I had never been in a small town that before I was, but I was little. Yeah, but all these motherfuckers just be switching. Imagine, I thought about that, like, I could never do that. I could never be, like, walking through the store with some guy's ex-wife, who's now my wife, and then some other guys walk through the store with my ex-wife, and his ex-wife is some other guy. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, y'all can't stay together long enough to not be seen, or to not just go out and be, it's just all good. After a while, fuck it, we swing legally through the state of marriage, so that the woman always is getting some cash, I guess. I don't know. So somebody always taking care of all y'all kids. Y'all got about 15 of fucking 2011. Shout out, coach. 2011 kids, right? And they all got to be taken care of. That's like some, that's some small village shit. That's village shit for sure, you know. Great. But anyway. Even though that place had no action, no money, and I fucking hated it there, and I lived there with some fucking cheating ass woman, it's lonely when you leave. It feels lonely when you're driving down the road, you know? separation anxiety, I guess they call it, whatever. I don't know. So you're lonely, like you. But I was lonely there anyway. I was already living in my motorhome. I was already no friends, because my friends are in this town where I'm going, to Reno. So it's like all my good friends anyway. Friends that are worth the shit, because people these days ain't worth the shit. So I didn't have no friends. So I was already alone, yet I still feel this lonely deal as I drive away. I'm excited to go back to where I'm going now. But I'm lonely for driving away from that place. Kind of sucks. Fuck it. Gotta move on some point, right? I'm not gonna sit there. One day I'm walking down the store, and there is my cheating old lady with her new boyfriend, and he's trying to size me up to see whether or not he thinks I'm worth a shit or not, and I have to fucking put one in him. That'll fucking suck. You know, I always wonder around somebody who wants to get the better of me from her lying ass long tails. And it could be him or her, mid-tail, long tails too. We all tell the tale. A lot of us just tell the tale. I was this and I was that, and they were this and they were that. Nobody wants to be like, yeah, I was a fuck up, and I was abusive, and I was like every other fucking human, right? Nobody wants to come clean on that shit. I was a golden angel, and they were the devil. Fuck if you were, motherfuckers. But I sure like where I'm going. It's always sunny. It's always sunny in Reno, in the high desert, you know. Even if some snow comes, it just gets dumped down. Then it's sunny. Bam. Rain. Bam. Sunny. The clouds, they don't like to hang around for shit. They get evaporated. The high altitude just fucking brushes them motherfuckers away. Shoo! Like, what's his name that used to do the paintings? Little bit of clouds here. Brush them away, motherfucker. Brush, brush, brush. Bob Thomas or some shit, shout out. He used to be painting those oil paintings, getting it all oily, getting the paint oily. Now I'm in front of the big rig, nigga. Ninja. I better say ninja. I better learn my fucking P's and Q's on that. Better learn my P's and Q's. That's right, my minivan looking good. I love it. I got my minivan all whipped up, black, 5-star Eagle, American Racing rims. People be giving me the dirt on it. Trucker just let me by. Some truckers are hella good truckers and good drivers and shit. Then you got these some truckers are fucking idiots. Dumb as fucking rocks, man. Fuck. That's why they have trucking school, you know. That's why they gotta have the trucking school now, because motherfuckers are getting in behind the truck and they're just dumb as shit. They can't even drive a fucking car, and then they're in a fucking 80,000 pound fucking rig, 64 foot fucking rig, conjunct 53 trailer, plus a rig, plus the, you know, the front up unit, another 20. Cruising down the road, crashing in America. Crashing on the roads of America, motherfuckers are running over shit, running into bridges. You guys see the fucking videos? Jeez, man. And then they're like, them poor truckers. Fuck, man, those motherfuckers get paid a lot of money to be that bad at trucking. You know? On their phone. Oh, I'm just driving down the road. God damn. But some truckers are hella cool, man. They're cool, man. They're like the snowman. Cruising down the road, right? I feel better now. When we were driving back there, it wasn't as sunny. I don't know if you remember. We were driving that earlier where I was like, I'm tired. Cloudy. Clouds make me tired and dismal. I fucking hate it. I love the sun. I'm a fucking child of the sun. And Reno, high desert, has a lot of fucking sun. That's why I love it. I'm gonna love Vegas. I can't wait, man. I can't wait to get to Vegas. Oh man, I can't wait to get to Vegas. I'm coming, coach. Maybe you see my YouTube video. Yeah, right. Nobody's gonna see this shit. Excuse me. But if you do, I salute you. I'm driving through all these lands in California where they have the fires, you know? So, that's, we like driving, and there's all this beautiful greenness, and then dead trees, hella dead trees everywhere. So when I was first doing this and I was looking over, I was looking at myself like this. And when you look at yourself, you don't look at the camera, which makes it seem like I'm looking at the camera. That's weird, right? I'm not really used to this too much. So. But it is nice having somebody with me, even if it's my DigiFriends. DigiFriends. Da, 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 da. By the time I get into fucking Reno, it's gonna be 9 o'clock, unload this trailer, then out to Fernie, 10 o'clock by the time I get to bed. I got up 5 a.m., I get up at 5 a.m. every morning. Usually I work out, make a cold pressed vegetable juice. And I have perfect health inside all my organs and shit. I've been cold pressing beets. Do a cucumber for some juice, kind of like some texture, juice flavor. It gives a good kind of a good juice. Now, something about cucumber juice is really good. It's not as good for use carrot juice and the beets. So I do carrots, beets, an apple, and wheatgrass and cucumber every morning, and then I work out. And I'm not really a meathead or whatever, or gym rat or any of that guys. I just like to fucking. I just want to have at least like a 2-pack, you know what I'm saying? So when I'm getting it, I look good. I want to look good, you know? You know what I mean? My family's a big family. All my family's big. I'm telling you, my family gets big just looking at food. You're like, there's a buffet. So this is probably the first time in my life where I've been under 215 pounds. I said, because I'm like a 211 or 212. Probably the first time I've been under 220. Well, I mean, I've been really skinny, but I wasn't that healthy. You know, I was riding the lightning, as it may be. So it's easy to be skinny when you don't fucking eat. But you don't have no muscles either. You're just all sucked up, right? Looking like Skeletor and shit. Looking like the graphics bong. I don't know if you remember. If you know about it, but too big and how old you are. Graphics bongs, and they started making those acrylic bongs back in the day, and they had the skull, the graphics skull, and he was just like hella sucked up with some blonde like hairs coming down, which they have blonde hairs like that. Woo-wee, that shit. Now I'm older, so you know I had it back in the crank it off days, you know what I mean, back in the bikers and shit like that. They were making it, so a little different. Cranking it off, like that movie with Statham. You know that movie? So crazy shit. That shit was crazy. My mom was doing that shit. She was a party bitch, man. She loved to fucking get off. She loved to do that speed, boy. Women love speed. Woo! Make them feel good, make them skinny. Oh, and they on top of the world, getting fucked all goddamn night, beating the shit out of that thing. It's one of the strongest things in the world, it seems like. Wait, what are we doing here? You know what CJ said? This is a family show. This is not a family show. This is Justin's show. I mean, this is Jay Stone's show. This is not a family show. This is Jay Stone's show. Well, this is Big Daddy's show. I don't know what it's going to be, but my producer will find out, and then he'll make this right. So I'm probably going to have, like, at first I'm going to have, like, edited videos until I learn what I can do and what I can't do and what I should do and what I shouldn't do. I don't know if I'm just going to have the freedom to be and say what I want. I don't think so. I don't think this feeling world is going to be able to handle everything I say and everything I want to say, and the jokes or the fucking remarks or, you know, shit like that, the ways I say shit. They're probably not going to be able to handle it. Like, I feel like you shouldn't talk like that. And I'll be like, well, I feel you shouldn't watch my shit. You know what I'm saying? I mean, there's plenty of other motherfuckers who talk how you want to feel. Go watch them, right? I don't even know if famous YouTubers. It's not like I'm some famous YouTuber or something. I'm just some fucking guy around here trying to be somebody to kill the time with you. I like to kill the time with you. You know, all we got is time. Sometimes you just need somebody to kill the time with, right? Somebody got a nice voice, rather good looking, for a white guy anyway. I used to drive this trip that we're driving right now all the time, back and forth, see my kids, go run the drops. Used to go run mail back and forth around here, do my mail route, you know what I'm saying? Pony Express and shit. Fucking wild. Used to go down here and get a motel, get all jacked, like shit with the fucking chick. Crazy shit. Run the gauntlet. Yeah. You know, I was dealing with some shit, and one of my buddies, a young kid I'm working with right now, is a business partner of mine. I said, man, I feel this way, and I feel this way about this and about that, and I don't know what I should do, man, and my morals and blah, blah, blah. And like, you know, at some point, if you can't get over it, you can't get under it, and this shit's like that, join the fucking party. A lot of guys can't join the party because we know how persuasive the kitty is and how easy. It's just like an open relationship. Just like a girl saying, oh, you know, I want to have an open relationship. Yeah, your legs are open and everybody's in it. And I'm trying to find somebody who's going to let me in. That's what an open relationship is with most guys and girls. But unfortunately enough for me, I was able to say, you know what, yeah, fuck it. Until I can make my move and do my shit, I'll join the party. Sort of give me some too. And then that shit started weighing on me. It's so hard with me. I like to talk a lot, and I have a hard time lying because I talk so much. And I hate living a fucking life of lie, man. Poor chicks. I can't imagine. You know what it is for a guy. The guy says, hey, man, I just want to tell you something, man. I fucked your girl, or I fucking wrecked your car, or I fucking borrowed some money from you for some dope, or, you know, whatever it did that's some loathing shit, right? Like, I did this and I'm sorry, man, and here's the money, or that pussy wasn't that good, or it was too good for me to say no, or, you know, whatever it may have been, right? You know, whatever it is, you tell them that, right? They say, man, you know, thanks for being such an honest guy, and thanks for telling me, you know, and we can stand up, you know, we're honorable. But women, they're so fucked up with, you know, the women are treated so shitty in this life that most of the time if a woman's lying, it's because she's in a bad position for some reason or another. And if she tells the fucking truth, it's just gonna put her in a worse motherfucking position. So she gotta lie. Right? What's she gonna do? Come out and say, hey, I fucked your friend. He had that good dick and he made me feel hella good. I'm sorry. You'd be like, you fucking little bitch. You little fucking this, right? So girls get used. Remember, they were lied to when they were little. Remember we talked about this? The girls were little and they got lied to. And they told them fantasy and teacups and fucking Snow White and fucking 10 dwarfs and shit, right? So with that, they got taught a bunch of shit, right? And different shit. And so when they got the tea party and stuff, and they got their whole life was a lie as girls, right? And so with that being said, they fucking are used to living the fucking lie. So it's easy for them to live a life of lies. But for me, as a guy, and I always like wanting to couldn't, you know, talking all the time, having a fucking mouth. I like to talk so much. I'll be talking to somebody, oh yeah, blah, blah, blah. You know, I'm fucking, yeah, fucking sand last night, or fucking getting high, or whatever I was doing. But there's one person that you're lying to, and that's the person you love. That's the person you care about, and that's the only person in the whole fucking place you're lying to. That's fucked up shit. That's a fucked deal. So I couldn't do it anymore. I'm like, I'm out. Like, you lying to me, while you fucking, I'm lying to you, I'm fucking, but we both know? What the fuck is this shit? Like, what kind of shit is this? This is human shit. Humans are just fucked, man. I fucking bailed out. That's why I bailed out. Fuck it. I'd rather be alone and be able to talk freely amongst the people I'm interacting with than be with somebody and have to be like, keep this on the low, keep this on the hush, you know? That sucks. Fuck that. Monogamy ain't real anyway. Humans aren't monogamous. We're dumminess. Humans are dumminess. Stupid ass dumminesses, motherfuckers. Humans are stupid, man. We're logically stupid. I'll tell you what. Like, just fucking dumb dodo birds, man. South, California. Dun, 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 dun. Next stop, Susanville, California. Shout out to Susanville. Another small town. Small towns suck. Small towns are good places to get old and die. Right? Just get small crime, kids breaking windows and shit, throwing rocks and fucking vandalizing and shit. Excuse me. You know. That's it. Don't worry about shit. You go to the store, be old crotchety motherfucker. People are just like, oh, that's old Jim. He's just an old fucker. He's gonna die anytime. Jim lives fucking 30 more years being an old asshole. It's a funny deal. It's weird how people like to save junk. That's the weirdest fucking thing I've ever seen. Is people in their junk all around. Like, so, you know, there's steel yards and shit, and they give you like 5 cents on the fucking pound, or 10 cents, I don't know, depending on what steel's worth. Yeah, motherfuckers that park a car in their car, they could get $300 or $400 for it, and that motherfucker just sits and rusts. What do they call that, yard art? If that's art, motherfucker, that's where we're getting off wrong. That's yard art. Even a 1940 fucking Ford, you know, that Henry made himself. That ain't yard art, motherfuckers. Trash, junk. I guess humans are just junk owners, you know. Humans just like to have junk. Oh, they put a new fence up at that trailer park I used to drive by. Yeah, that sucks. It used to be nice to just go by and see them all. Well, part of it's fence, part of it's not. It should be nice to see all them people camping. I guess they need their privacy. Maybe smoking the weeds. They've been burning the devil's lettuce. You know, this guy I used to work with. I used to work in this junkyard when I was in San Diego. It's called Stalkers. Shout out to you, Stalkers. And it's a motorcycle junkyard. And what they do is, this guy would go buy motorcycles, used motorcycles from all around, auctions and shit like that, and he would tear down the motorcycles and put them in totes, all the parts according to their year and type. Like Kawasaki, Ninja, 09 to 08, blah, blah, blah. And you could go in and you could go to those bins and pull out the tub and look, fish through parts and shit. There's this guy named Roger, and he was a religious guy. He is. I imagine he's still alive. I don't know. He didn't smoke or nothing like that. And he was a Christian, and he was from San Diego originally and been there for a long time. And we used to go out there and smoke weed. This guy that got me the job, and he was my roommate. Actually, and he was the roommate when when I moved to San Diego from Reno after the recession, or during the recession, and I lived at the beach first with this guy, and it doesn't have anymore, but this old famous guy named Roger. He had a place called Rogers International Hostel. So I stayed there when I got, that was crazy, man. The hostel living is crazy, dude. And it was an international hostel, so during the on months, all the Irish fucking kids would come there and fucking party it up and stay in that hostel. You can imagine how that was. I lived there on the off time. I lived there for about 6 months. And I had the best time of my, I lived at Mission Beach, right on the corner of Mission and Ventura Boulevard, right by the fucking Belmont roller coaster. One of my good friends was a rich window company owner named Sean. Shout out to you, Sean, if you ever see this. I don't know what you're doing, motherfucker, but I'm wondering. And he became a really good friend of mine, boy. He liked to tear it up, man. He liked to get wasted, boy. He liked to get jacked up, man. So did I. Boy, man, I fucking did more partying in that fucking 8 months than my whole motherfucking life combined, boy. I was Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas was a real thing for me in Vegas on one Halloween. That's how it was. So, and then the roommate that I had at Stalkers, we used to go smoke weed with, this is a roommate that I lived with when I met the girl I just left. She worked at the corner store, and she wanted to get it. Now the rest is history. Now it's all history. 12 or something years of history. And so we go out there and smoke weed, and his name is Roger, and we're like, someone's burning the devil's lettuce, he'd always say. He'd also used to say, I'm like, you know, my favorite this, I'm like, one of my favorites is this. You know, one of my favorite drinks is this, or some example, or whatever. You'd be like, Justin, you know, you can only have one favorite. That's what makes it your favorite. I always thought to myself, man, and he only had one wife, he said. He only had one wife. And he said that his wife was her only husband. And he said that there was no comparison ritual in their heads. They only loved each other for who they were, with no comparison to people they had in the past. And he said that's how he compared it to the favorite. One favorite. Now I was like, and I like to have 10 favorites. I have favorites, you know, I like a couple favorites of this and a couple favorites of that. That was a cool job, because I had the motorcycle. I had the ZRX 1100, and boy, he had all the fucking model motorcycle parts a motherfucker could want. And I worked there, so I got the motorcycle parts just like that. Boy, I whipped up my motorcycle, boy, motherfucking motorcycle was bad. That's what got girl on it. She was young too, she liked it. My motorcycle was a fucking Renegade, boy. And I looked good in the motherfucker, with all in my leather and shit, and my fucking bad boy pants and shit. To go for a ride? She said, yeah, I sure do. Boy, I rode that fucking girl all the way fucking to fucking no man's land, let me tell you what. I lost my mind in that girl. God damn, man. It's still lost somewhere in that fucking girl right now. But I'm working on that shit. So, Stalkers, fucking, I still got a shirt. It was called Stalkers Motorcycles. But it was a junkyard, basically. Place. And then when I fucking started, and then I cleaned carpets, man, on the beach at Pacific Beach. It was alright. It was hard on my body. That's when I realized that I had some problems with my hips and shit. So I was cleaning these carpets, but I made like, this was like fucking, it's 2025 right now. So this was like 2013, 14, somewhere in there. Like $25 an hour to fucking clean carpets on the beach in shorts and a tank top. And anytime the fucking surf came up, you could go surfing. It was a cool fucking job. Oh man, I'll be there cleaning carpets. And most of the people, I was the guy. I was one of the guys my girl was fucking. I'd go clean some carpets, the girl wanted, I'd and come back later and fucking drop the bottom out of that motherfucker. So, just depends where you at on the placemat, you know. I mean, where you're at on the circle table when that table's spinning. You can, at times you'd be there, times you'd be there, maybe. But then I got out of there, moved up north to grow the weed, like I said, and now I'm on my way back down south to the desert again. Like they say, oh, you know, you got new stages in your life and new eras, but are they really? Or do you just move somewhere else and do something that you might know for some more money, get some new pussy or get some new dick, get some new stuff, whatever, get some new la-la, get some new ha-ha, you know what I'm saying? What is it really? Like, to me, life's pretty simple. It's pretty meaningless. Like, I mean, we just do the same shit over and over and over and over and over and over again. I mean, just like everything else. Make babies, and make money to take care of the babies. Like, don't get much more than that. Right? You do stuff new, like I'm doing something new now. I never thought I would be like trying to make some videos for YouTube. But I also believe in getting in where I fit in, you know. I also believe in that. You know? Get the fuck out of the way, goddamn idiots. Motorcycle guys, man. And I'm a motorcycle guy, and I was in the way at times too, you know. Fucking, you know, riding all over next to the line and shit, like oncoming traffic's coming. Scaring the fuck out of the car who's coming, but you know you're gonna move out of the way, so you're on the motorcycle, so you're like, whatever. I'm getting hungry. What I'm gonna have for dinner? I had Taco Bell burritos before, right? Been fucking my whole diet up. I didn't work out this morning. No juice, no vegetable juice. I hate that. I hate not being able to do the same thing every day. I love to do the same thing every day. I love to get up, do this, especially when I'm doing good shit, like working out, eating healthy foods and shit like that. I love it. Yeah, even when I was doing unhealthy foods, if you know what I mean. I still like to get up every morning and start my motor at the beginning of the day, right? Fire off one, you know what I'm saying? Crazy. I'm going through a burned area right now, an old burned area. You might be seeing in the background the trees that barely have any branches and shit on them. They've been burned. We're going to come to a bigger area pretty soon. You'll be able to see it out the window. Oh yeah, it's coming right now. You're going to see all the burned trees, man. It's crazy. Fires are fucking vicious, man. They just fucking decimate. It's weird that the fire rolls through so roaring, burns the shit out of all these trees, and then they're all still standing there, burnt. You see those trees over there? They're all burnt, but they're still standing. Like they got burned and killed, and they just stand there, burnt and dead. They don't go anywhere. They don't fall over. They have to cut them down, and then they cut those trees down. I don't know how good the lumber is. I don't know really much about it, but I know they don't have like ads, come get all these trees to do stuff with or whatever. There again, just like it's like the weed growing we were talking about. They make money off it. Everything's money. Everything's a money. You gotta get that money. Look at all those fucking dead trees, man. Just fucking tons and tons of dead trees out there. Dying, dead. See them in the background, all those dead trees. Because I drove through here so many times for so many years, and all these trees were good and beautiful and green, you know, and all this forest. Now, forest just reminds me of I'm just gonna feel like I'm gonna have a fire. I see trees and forest, I see fire. Everybody else sees beauty and whatever. I see fucking fires. That's all I see. I like that sun. You see that sun dropping in the back? Ooh, sun setting. The mountains, 635. The clouds all over there. I'm headed towards the fucking desert. The clouds are sparse where I'm headed, and then behind me is all. It's supposed to rain tomorrow. I think I talked about that already. So the clouds are moving. It's gonna be cloudy where I'm going to when I get there. It's like a different. It's like it's weird. It's a different cloud though. It's just different. Like desert clouds seem to be bright white. They're great when they rain, but they're only white clouds. You know, they're like white clouds that are like white on top, gray on the bottom. Rain, sparsed out a little, come through, drop some rain, roll out. And I was living up there in Wairika, and there's southern Oregon too, and you start getting Oregon, you start getting rain a lot, you know. And their clouds are all gray. You wake up in the morning, it's just fucking dark out. Gross, I hate it. My ginger axe fucking girl, she loved it. She's ginger. I love gingers. I love fucking ginger. God damn. So she liked the clouds and shit, man. That girl would burn in a window. She would burn inside by a window when it was sunny out. So I could never go back to where I wanted to be when I was with her. Compromise. Everybody got to compromise if they want to be with somebody. Less compromises if you're the same, but some people who love themselves, they can be with people that are the same as them because they love themselves, so they love to see somebody back that reflects them. But people who don't like themselves for one reason or another, they like somebody different, so they don't see themselves in them, and then that person, then there comes the sacrifices, right? That person not like you, whether you have like ginger or you're the Indian or whatever. We're get a little closer before you pass the Subarus. I used to be a Subaru owner, and I used to have Subarus a lot. I love them. I still love them. I had a WRX and Foresters and shit. I had a Turbo Forester, and I didn't realize how, whatever the word is, Subaru people are. They're like a weird breed of people. There's some weird people. They're like very arrogant. They got a big chips on there, so like very, very arrogant because they have a Subaru. It's like the poor man's sports car. Right? This fucking Japanese, fucking, you can't beat them motherfuckers with a stick, man. They got it going on. Back in the trees, trees to knees that haven't burnt down. There's just old growth trees over here. Used to be beautiful. I used to love campfires, smell a campfire and camping in the forest and shit. Now I smell a campfire and I think they're gonna evacuate my fucking house because it's gonna burn down. That sucks. So I'm driving out here in the mountains, and you know, out here there's like one house. Ninja, edit that. Bleep bleep. We're out here, there's one house, Ninja. You know what I'm saying? There's one motherfucking house out here, and I'm miles, 30 miles, 40 miles, maybe 60 miles from anything. They're out here, hills have eyes. Ah, fuck you, me, bro. Fuck that shit. Couldn't even imagine being one lonely. There's people like hermits, man. Humans got a bunch of junk. There's a house that just got a bunch of junk. Crazy. Butte Lake. I'm up here by Butte Lake. One house over there. Da 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 da. on the 44 now. Susanville, 40 minutes. 40 minutes. I'm so glad I'm driving this van instead of the motorhome right now. The motorhome doesn't have cruise control, doesn't have reclining seats. I gotta do some work to it before I drive to Vegas in that motherfucker, I'll tell you that. I hate the forest. I'd rather be in the desert anytime, man. I'd rather be able to see everything. I like to be able to see openness. I don't like to be all encroached in the trees where there can be the fucking boogeyman, just the boogeyman or the boogie bear or the wild fucking hunter killer guy or all the shit you see in the movies. They can hide behind the trees. And so you're out there taking a piss. Fuck that way. I'm trying to make it quick. Shake it off, shake it. Just hear it. I just heard a fucking crack. I gotta get the fuck out of here. I'll tell you what, boy, fuck that. I hate it. I hate camping in the trees. It sucks. I've always hated it. And the pine trees always have the pine bristles in everywhere. And sap. God damn, I hate sap. I always put my hand in some sap somewhere. Sap always gets somewhere, somehow, where I'm at or doing whatever I'm doing. And did that happen to you all? You always have to deal with the sap? Or saps? Tell you. I have a hard time being alone at night, you know. I don't like it. It's the worst time for me. Driving at night into the evening, or driving in the evening into the night. Once it's nighttime and I'm at the house, or in, you know, for me it's the motorhome, the moho. Me and my boys call it the moho. When I'm at the moho or at the house or whatever, and it's nighttime, I'm cool with that. And I love the mornings. I love to get up in the morning to start my day and shit. But I hate evening into the night driving home alone, coming to a lonely house and shit. It sucks. A lot of people say they enjoy being alone now that they're single or whatever like that. I don't think I'm ever going to enjoy being alone. This is like, I don't know, but I don't enjoy being fucking paranoid or suspicious or whatever else you could be at that point. That shit sucks, so I don't want to be that. So I guess you got to be alone. Well, the lesser of two evils, right? It's always that, right? Always at the scales of doom. Oh well. That's why you can tell my demeanor's a little low right now. It's the evening time. Driving here, it's a little cloudy. But when I get to my pad, the moho, I'll be happy to be there and lay down. Because when you get to there and you lay down and the night's over, nighttime, then you're skipping ahead to the daytime with the night of sleep, right? You're going to sleep, skip ahead to the morning. But when you're waiting for the night to come and the day is over, that's the part that gets me. That's the part that gets me. Whoa. Hey, son. Goddamn, man. Back in the trees in a second. There we go. And bye-bye, son, bye-bye. Sitting back there. Giving a kind of cool perspective on the vid, though, huh? This is a pretty good video. We're at 44 minutes. I'm not talking a lot, I know. But I'm still tired. Oh yeah, I say I have 40 miles or whatever before I reach the next little destination spot where I get some grub. Probably a fucking McDicks. this buddy of mine. Well, he's not a buddy. He's a kind of a friend of mine. You know what I mean? I like him and he's cool and he likes me, but I have some different definitions when it comes to friends. You know. So he's a buddy of mine, and he always calls McDonald's McDicks. He's a crazy motherfucker. I call him Murdoch. Shout out to you, Murdoch. Because I don't know if you ever watched the A-Team, but he's just like that. He's just like Murdoch on the A-Team. Crazy in his own light of life. He sees everything in his own way, you know. Like, you tell him to do something, and you got to make sure that he understands exactly what you're telling him, because, like, you'd be like, nail this up. He nailed that motherfucker up all right, or whatever, you know. I don't know, I'm just using that as an example, but you tell him some shit like that, then you gotta, now do you know what I mean? Then he give you the big smile and shows his teeth. He's not like that. Yeah, I know what you mean. I'm like, alright, motherfucker, go for it. Come back, nails are crooked and half down, the board's a little crooked or whatever, and like, he got the smile. Yeah, he's a cool guy. Remember, I like all people. I especially like people that are like that aren't the same old drum fucking, call it NPC, some shit like that. Just the same person over and over again, and like then the next person's the same as that person. They're all the same. I really like to come across people who are strange or different in their shit. I have a soft spot in my heart for those kind of people, as it may be. Just a trailer with the tractor's blown out tire. Goddamn. Ain't that a shit? That's a shitty deal when you gotta leave your trailer behind because you don't have no spare. Guess what? I'm pulling a trailer right now with no spare tire. Asking for trouble. It's kind of like the people who are like, oh, you know, it's like a 65% chance of rain where we're going this weekend. And when it rains, it's shitty. And then we say, oh, well, we'll go and see how it goes. Maybe it won't rain. That kind of shit. Then you get there, it's raining, it's muddy and shitty. And then you come back and they're like, how's your trip? Oh, it rained. No shit, the motherfucker. The rain said it was gonna, the weather, whatever, said it was gonna rain. The radar said it was gonna rain. It rains every, like, it seemed like for a while there, Memorial Days always seemed to rain and be shitty. I didn't care. It was one of the 3-day weekends, one of the only 3-day weekends we had off, so head out to the fucking rain and bitch about it. It's fucking windy and rainy and shitty, and you went your fucking tent would be all fucked up. So you'd be sitting in your car or your truck, fuck, drunk maybe if you drank, high if you smoked, sober if you didn't do anything, pissed off, couldn't wait to leave. Why the fuck do you even go? People are weird, man. People are weird motherfuckers. We do the strangest shit, non-logical shit. Like I said, we're not very smart. Hope. Running on a bunch of hope and optimism and all these things that don't really exist, only in your brain. But maybe you're gonna be nice. Yeah, maybe we're gonna come across a leprechaun and a fucking pot of gold while we're there too. Right? Fuck. Tell you what. Sure is foresty out here. Foresty. 2 miles to the rest area. I like to stretch it out when we get to the rest area. Cold up here, 47 degrees. I need to change into my jeans, I think. Get out of my shorts. It was hot earlier. Alright. I'm going to shut it off for a minute. We're about to the rest area. I'll catch you guys in a minute. Or some minutes or something.